Hey everybody, today I'm in Asheville, North Carolina at Biltmore Estate. I'm only going to do the garden part of it, but anyway, hope you enjoy. So these are the bathrooms here behind the garden. Really beautiful. It's like some of the fanciest bathrooms you'll ever see. Plus there's still some snow on the ground from last weekend's snow. So we're back here at the conservatory right now. It's really nice. It's behind the gardens and there should be some flowers in bloom in there. Oh, that is pretty. It's pretty too, whatever it is. Okay. There's the flower was called. This what? Ooh, I didn't even see that. That's really pretty. I didn't even realize it was in bloom. That's a bed. Huh? That's like a bed. So cool. Yeah, it's a bed of flowers. Yeah, that's so cool. Hmm? Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, a fireplace and a bed. That's so beautiful there. You know what that is? That's a hyacinth. So, Mom, what do you think of that flower bed?
I love it.
It's so pretty. And there's a fireplace over there too. It's so cool. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, they got it blocked off. What? Maybe because it looks like it's got a ponytail. Yeah. These are pretty. Look at that is.
Написано по-русски. Видишь, дом дальше по-русски.
Bananas. Last year they were hanging down. Wasn't it last year? I think last year they were hanging down. But it was in March when we came last year. That's probably my favorite room because it's got all the orchids in it. Yeah. I guess I might show all of them right there. Picture of that, but I was supposed to go and cleaning it today, but I guess I need to do that in off season. So this right here tells about Biltmore's walled garden, and it is January 27th, 2022 right now, so that's why there's nothing blooming. But anyway, this shows the layout. And this is the man that designed it, Frederick Law Olmsted. And there's the Biltmore Gardens and Trails. And it says about that this was the birthplace of forestry. So 6,500 acres of Pixa National Forest were designated as the cradle of forestry in America. I do want to go see that one day. Oh, Jesus.
I think that would be a problem here, but you wouldn't think so. It's 2021.
So, if I don't die before I post this video, I just want you to know that they do have plenty of spaces here you can sit down, because it's in the mountains of North Carolina, and it's not good for somebody that's not used to climbing stairs like me. Oh my Lord. Thank God I got places to sit down. But I'm trying to make it over to the house one last time. So, we shall see. So, this video is probably going to be like all kind of sporadic and everything, but I need to go film my opening for the video. So if you see the opening, then you'll know I made it up to the house. And probably survived. Because after that, everything's downhill after that. Because I'll be going back down to the gardens. But anyway, I'm just interjecting in right now. So I did make it up to the house. There it is. In all its glory. So I did survive. So I'll go into the garden for the one last time. Because we have had membership here, but we're not renewing. We want to see other parts of the southern United States. You can kind of see the mountains back there. Since they're off the roof right now, that's that beautiful building where all those flowers that you saw earlier in the video are in. And this is the garden. It's kind of dead looking right now, but give it like 2 months. Be tulips and azaleas everywhere out here. Oh, so beautiful. So if you ever come here in the spring, you can go down those steps that you're getting ready to see. And it's behind the gardens. And that would take you down to all those azaleas. I went down there last year. I thought I was going to die. Because, you know, like I say, I am not from the mountains. I do love the mountains, but I'm just not built for the mountains. But anyway, it's absolutely beautiful back there. There's all kind of azaleas down there. And you could literally spend hours down there just looking at all those azaleas. And that's the bass pond. So that thing's a whole lot deeper than I thought it was. They've drained it right now. They're working on it. And that's the waterfall down there. Never got a chance to see it. So sometimes back here you can see that the goats are on the hill. It says goats at work. But anyway, I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes version of this place while I'm doing my final tour of it. It's America's largest home. It says George Vanderbilt officially opened Biltmore House on Christmas Eve 1895. So the house took approximately 6 years to build, and he came during the winter of 1887 to 1888 with his mother, and then he just started purchasing 1,225,000 acres. So he always wanted everybody to be able to come here and just have like a retreat or whatever. So he was very successful in that. It opened Christmas Eve 1895, and then a few years later he met his wife Edith, and it was their love of reading and travel. So they wed in Paris in 1898, and then after their 4 months of honeymoon abroad, Ms. Vanderbilt arrived at Biltmore in October, and she was the lady of the house. So they have this beautiful place on the back of the house where you can get out there. It's like a huge porch, and you just see the Blue Ridge Mountains back there. So they would entertain all their guests out there, and the house is 250 rooms, and I think there's 40-something bathrooms, and you can't use the first one. You have to go to the old stable yard, which has been converted into like a gift shop, restrooms, restaurant. It's really nice in there. So you're, you know, sharing a space that horses used to have, and now humans do it. And for the most part, all the employees here have always been very nice, 99% of the time. Always had a great experience. Let's see what else. Oh yes, and they only ever had one child. Her name was Cornelia, and they had a dog named Cedric. So he was very popular. They actually have a Cedric's Tavern here. Oh, and if you look up there on that hill, you can see Biltmore up there. It's because all the leaves are off the trees right now. So, and they do have a lagoon up here. It might be a little boggy today, so I don't know if we'll catch that one final time or not. And anyway, in 1914, George Vanderbilt, he passed away of complications from an appendectomy at the age of 51. So, you know, he had this massive house and he never even got to enjoy it. So as it continued on, they opened up the place for public tours. And, you know, it's a good thing they did, because as I pointed out in the video the other day, as long as a house is lived in, it still continues to live. But if a house is not lived in, it dies. So as long as they let all these people come here and enjoy this house will continue living for many, many years. And you can actually purchase the meat from the animals that are raised here on the estate. He always wanted it to be a working estate, so it is a working estate to this day. I think they have over 2,000 employees, which is massive, but considering the, you know, amount of this place, the big acreage and everything, you need that many people. We've attended the Christmas at Biltmore for the last 3 Christmases. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I do have to say too, I think you have to probably pass a physical fitness test working there, because there is a lot of stairs that you have to climb and climb and climb. And it's not so bad going down, but going up is hard, especially if you're not used to having to climb stuff. So Probably tired of seeing the woods. So I'm gonna start talking again. The French Broad River is over there to your left. It runs through Biltmore, and you can also see some of the French Broad River in Tennessee as well. If you look at my Seven Islands State Birding Park video, you can see it. But there it is right there as it runs through the Biltmore. And they do offer all kind of activities you can do here. You can ride horses, you can ride bicycles. They have 2 hotels you can stay at because they want people to experience how George Vanderbilt wanted people to experience it as a guest at his estate. So even though you cannot actually stay in the house, there are 2 hotels you can stay at. I've looked at the prices before. It's kind of out of my price range, but if you like that kind of stuff, go for it. And you'll be seeing them shortly. And then also out here in the summertime, to the left, they also plant tons of sunflowers. We actually came one time in the summertime and saw the sunflowers. It's really beautiful. It was worth the trip. And as you can see, also to your left, there is nothing but paved paths everywhere. And there's an old silo looking thing back there.
Got goats and sheep back there.
Oh, there is. There's some goats and sheep back there. Hopefully you won't be eating them tomorrow, since they do use the livestock here. I'd hate to know that I made a friend with a goat and then he was on my plate the next day. Same thing with a cow. But I always say that if I had to actually kill the animal, I'd be a strict vegetarian. So thank God I'm in modern times and somebody else does it for me. As if not, I would just eat nothing but salads all the time, probably. And they also have a winery on the estate. It's in the old dairy barn, I do believe. It's been converted, so they have a big thing of Biltmore wine. I don't drink alcohol, but if that's your thing, go for it. You can go in there and sample the wine whenever you're here. Take some bottles home with you. Have them delivered to your house. Whatever floats your boat. And that car up there is the pace car today. I feel like we're at NASCAR waiting for the race to begin. And usually we're actually the pace car, but there's like probably 10 cars behind us right now. So they're just taking it all in. They're taking in all the beauty. So now we're coming into Antler Hill Village and Winery is ahead. So you can see a bit more wine up there on those flags. And even though it's the off season, it's very, very popular right now. And back here you can also find the farmyard. They had some cute little baby goats out there last year whenever we came, I think in June. I really wanted to take them home, but I know I would have been frowned upon had I done that. But this over here is the hotels that you can stay at. I think the one up there on top of the hill is the one that costs more because it kind of resembles Biltmore. So anyway, this house is actually still owned by the family. Their daughter Cornelia, she got married and everything, and then she had children, and they had children, and they had children. So right now I think we're either on the 4th or 5th generation of the family owning it. Their last name now, it looks like Cecil, but I think they pronounce it Cecil or something like that. But it's C-E-C-I-L. They're the owners of it now. And if you actually go in the house, you can see their pictures on the wall. I think in the 2nd floor. And they do not want you to video inside the house, so I have always respected that. I have never videoed inside the house. And I actually never videoed until today, but today's the final day coming here, so I did want to have some memories
Is that the expensive one?
of the place. Yeah, that's the more expensive one right there. As they say, that's the high rent district. That's a house up there. I don't know if one of the family members stays there or if it's a caretaker's house, maybe the CEO's house. I don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful house. Which I'd probably want to live in the big house myself. Yes, that nice one you were just looking at is called the Inn on Biltmore Estate. It even has a fancy name to it, so you know that one costs something to stay in that. You see all these rolling hills out here, and
They still got some.
they still have snow, as Mom's pointing out. And I think the way they came into the wine business was many, many years ago. One of the owners of it now, you know, it's always passed down through the family. But anyway, since it was based on a French chateau, what better way could you do the French than to get some wine? So that's how the wine came into business. That's how they got the vineyard and everything. And obviously it works out very well for them. It's surprising we did not see any deer today. We always see deer whenever we're here.
We
Always.
ain't here yet either.
We were not out here like Mom says. Got Amazon Prime coming in.
I'll let them have the bridge too.
I know I don't have an order coming because mine's already delivered to the house. FedEx got mine. And also, if you can't come to the Biltmore and you want to get something from the Biltmore, they also have a website, biltmore.com, and then they have a store on there. It's called Shop Biltmore. And you can get on there. You can get your wine, you can get your cheese straws, you can get your clothing. I think they got lotions on there. Pretty much anything your heart
They got
deserves.
candles.
Yeah, they got candles on there. All kinds of stuff.
trinkets.
Pocketbooks. Right now they got a thing going with Dooney and Burke. If you like Dooney and Burke, you can get on there and get you a Dooney and Burke Biltmore pocketbook. They got blankets on there. Highly suggest the blankets. Oh my gosh, they got like the best blankets. So, and I know if you're still watching this video, you're like, well, she just quit rambling. Well, I'm trying to put everything that I can into the video since this is my last time coming here. I won't say the last time in forever, but it's definitely the last time for the future. Oh yes, and I also have to say, if you do have a disability, they do everything they can here to help you out. They have a handicap accessible parking lot. The bus will come and get you. They'll drop you off. They'll come back and pick you up. Once you get inside the house, there's the elevator in there that still runs to this day, and it's from the house whenever it was originally built. And if they see that you have any kind of like walking cane or anything, they come right over there and ask you, would you like a ride up to the second floor? And you know, that was really touching, you know, since Mom has difficulties at times now. So we actually did get to ride in the elevator whenever we were in the house 2 different times. They were very, very helpful to us. So got to give a shout out to the employees that do look out for the people that need help. And now we're getting back near to the pass holder entry and where you also would come in, like if you were staying overnight or whatever. And obviously the delivery people, because Amazon Prime, he might be staying overnight, but I highly doubt it. Maybe he's delivering something to somebody back there, who knows. So as we make our way out one last time, It's kind of touching that the snow's on the ground. I've always loved that building right there. I think it's so beautiful. That's what you see whenever you first get back here to Biltmore. And then that's pretty much it. They have a little gift shop over here. It's the Gatehouse shop. And then one of my really good friends, she's always wanting to eat at that McDonald's over there. So, Jessie, if you happen to watch the video, there's McDonald's for you. So anyway, we're back on the road now, heading home. If you did watch the whole video, thank you for watching. Biltmore is truly a beautiful place. I do have to say that everybody should visit at least once. A couple of years ago, it came up that they were offering a really good deal that, I think it was like in November of 2019, that if you bought a season pass holder pass, you got like $100 off the price at that time. I don't think they do that anymore. It's like $50 off now or something like that. But anyway, I said, oh, I've always wanted to see Biltmore, you know, with the tulips and everything. And then, of course, everything in 2020 came about, and we could not see the tulips. So after that, they shut down for, I think, a couple of months, and then they reopened, and they extended everybody's pass. So what happened with that, since they extended the pass, I said, well, you know, it was really nice of them to do that. So then they offered another year's price, like really, really good. So I said, well, you know, my main objective is to get to see the tulips and the azaleas. So I went ahead and extended it for another year. So we got to see 3 Christmases off of our passes. I did get to see the tulips and azaleas last year. Breathtaking. And I do mean that literally, because if you're not from the mountains and you have a hard time climbing stairs and slopes and hills, it will take your breath away. But that's just me, because I'm like from a zero elevation type of person. But overall, I would have to say it was well worth the money and the experience of getting to experience the Biltmore and see how George Vanderbilt's dream became a reality. And I love how they still have everything running today. The house and everything. The people in there, they're in uniforms. They all got tuxedo looking things on, suits and everything. Dress suits. Black pants, black blazers, white shirts, ties.
Uniforms, just like the women dress in uniforms and the men dress in uniforms.
Yeah, everybody's in uniform. So you definitely know you're looking at an employee whenever you're looking at them. So, and they do a really wonderful thing also. They also, every year they have pass holder appreciation. So they'll send out passes that you can give your friends so they can go experience the Biltmore. We've done that the last few years, and it's really nice to be able to pass it along to other people. So, how did you enjoy your Biltmore experience over the years? Yeah. Now, the house tour will kill you if you're not used to climbing stairs. It'd be huffing and puffing. So, and the interesting thing about the house too, they have an indoor swimming pool, but it's been drained because apparently it got a leak years ago. There's a gym in there. There's a bowling alley. There's a huge kitchen area. Every year they have a big gingerbread house down there, and this past year, it just smelled divine down there. They have the pantries and everything. They have the dumb waiters, so the people could put the food in there and send it on upstairs. Massive dining area, breakfast room, bedrooms. In fact, their bedrooms are like the size of some people's house. But and say thank you again for watching if you did watch. So hopefully my voice did not bother you too much, because I know I'm slightly nasal at times. But anyway, thanks for watching and joining us on my adventure. So bye.